Believe me, the abduction of Lisa Mcvey is a true story based on real events. On November 3, 1984, 17-year-old Lisa Mcvey was abducted after leaving work late at night. The abduction quickly caused fear and outrage within the local community in Tampa Bay, Florida. Despite this, little information was made available as the investigation seemed to go nowhere. Lisa Mcvey, however, was determined to stay alive and used her knowledge of police procedure and the criminal code to ultimately free herself from her captor. She managed to fool him into believing she had fallen in love with him, to pretend she accepted his advances, and willingly allow herself to be taken. Lisa's captor had been careful to avoid leaving any evidence behind, but Lisa was able to secretly gather her own evidence that eventually led to his arrest. The day she was abducted, Lisa found ways to remember details of the man and his car. She was sure to note the numbers on the license plate of the car, as well as to take note of random street names during her drive with him. Her bravery led to her captor's swift arrest, as he was caught the very next morning. Additionally, the evidence Lisa gathered during her abduction was held in court as a part of the prosecution's case against him. The story of Lisa Mcvey, her bravery, and her dedication to protecting herself is remarkable. She used her knowledge and skill to provide a case that was strong enough to bring her captor to justice. Many people have seen her story as an inspiring example of the strength of the human spirit and its ability to persevere even in the most difficult of circumstances. Lisa Mcvey has since become a symbol of hope and courage for victims of sexual abuses and abductions. She gave a public address during the trial of her abductor where she said "Believe me," and her statement made a huge impact. Since then, Lisa founded the Believe Me Project, an organization dedicated to protecting victims of abduction, assault, and abuse. The Believe Me Project provides emotional support and guidance from survivors and experts, and teaches self-protection skills to victims of crime. The project has been a great success, and its mission and goals is to serve as a beacon of hope, security, and potential for victims of abduction and abuse. Lisa Mcvey's story is as inspirational as any fiction story, and it's more impressive because it is a real-life example of courage and survival. She was able to turn the tables on her kidnapper and escape his grasp through wits and quick thinking. Her actions have inspired millions of people around the world to be cautious and prepared in the face of danger. She shows that even in the direst of situations, with skill, knowledge, and determination, it is possible to overcome any obstacle. Lisa Mcvey's story of strength and courage has given rise to a campaign of hope and awareness. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember the bravery of Lisa Mcvey and say "Believe me." While the abduction of Lisa Mcvey was a tragic event, it showed us the importance of being aware and prepared in any circumstances. Her bravery inspired millions of people and empowered potential victims all over the world. Her organization is now a beacon of hope, security, and empowerment for anyone facing danger. She worked diligently to make sure her captor was brought to justice, and this was only possible thanks to her clever and courageous efforts. Without her quick thinking and sharp observation skills, it is very likely that her captor would have remained free and unpunished for a long time. Her effort shows us that although bad things can happen, victims can fight back and take back control of their lives. Her story lets us know that although one should always be aware of their surroundings, it is still possible to protect oneself in the face of danger. Despite facing a harrowing experience and the trauma of the abduction, Lisa Mcvey is an inspiration of courage and strength. She refused to allow her captor to take control over her life and put an end to her story. Her bravery serves as a reminder that anyone can fight back in impossible circumstances.